வையகம் வாழ்க வையகம் வாழ்க வளமுடன் குரு வாழ்க குருவே துணை. This is Dr. L. Shanmugapriya in the Department of Yoga for Human Excellence. The subject Foundation of Yoga. We will discuss about the topic Introduction to Schools of Yoga and Yoga in Religions. Agenda: Yoga schools with Vedanta tradition, yoga schools with Samkhya tradition and yoga tradition, yoga schools with Tantric tradition, and yoga in religion. Lesson overview focuses on the integration of four main paths of yoga as described in Bhagavad Gita and Upanishads, designed to suit different human temperaments such as intellectual, emotional, active, and meditative. An exploration of classical yoga based on Yoga Sutras of Patanjali and its philosophical foundation in Sankhya dualism. A deep dive into the body positive schools of yoga that utilize physical energy, sound, and breathe as a tool for spiritual awakening. A comparative look at how yogic elements like meditation, breathe, ethics, and asceticism manifest across major global faiths. Lesson objective: differentiate between the four paths, that is Jnana, Bhakti, Karma, and Raja Yoga. Understand how union is achieved through wisdom, devotion, selfless action, and mind control. Explain the dualistic philosophy of Purusha and Prakriti. Define 8 limbs of Patanjali's yoga. Identify the mechanics of Hatha yoga. To understand Swara yoga. Explain Mantra yoga. Trace yogic elements of Hinduism, Jainism, and Buddhism. Identify parallels in Christianity and Islam. As a human being, to regulate and to lead the human being in a right path, ancestor designed religion. Let us see what is religion over here. Etymology: the religion is derived from a Latin word religare, which means to bind again or again to bind. Core meaning: bind again or reconnect the soul with God. In Tamil perspective, we know the word Samaithal. Samaithal means in Tamil Pakkuvapaduthal, that is refining. Religion matures and refines the human mind. That's why it is named as Samayam in Tamil. Max Muller's view, according to him, religion means a mental faculty that improves thinking and the senses. Now we will see what is spirituality. Spirituality in Tamil we used to say as Anmigam. The definition for spirituality is the act of knowing our soul residing within. It is an inward turn actually, moving away from external pleasures and pain to look within. Core concept involves self-examination, self-realization, that is Atma Darshan. Anmigam builds, that is spirituality built upon personal discipline and self-control. Now we will see religion and spirituality, a simple comparative study. The features are method, religion, and spirituality. if you go for the method, religion external, that is worship, rituals and temple worship, whereas spirituality internal, that is mental strength and meditation. Bliss. If you consider bliss for religion, experience through the senses, whereas in spirituality, experienced through the mind. Focus. For religion, collective participation and peace. For spirituality, individual peace and direct truth. So conclusion, both shares the same ultimate objective, only the path differ. We'll look into Vedantic tradition yoga path. Yoga is not a religion based. First, we should know that it is universal and common to everyone. The primary paths or marga of yoga are number one, Bhakti Yoga, that is the path of devotion and love. Number two, Karma Yoga, the path of selfless action and service. Jnana Yoga, the path of knowledge and wisdom. Fourth one, Raja Yoga, the path of mind control and discipline. Let us consolidate the path, focus and key principles of these four yogas. Path. Number one, Bhakti Yoga. It focuses on emotion. The key principle, channeling emotion into devotion towards the divine. Karma, that is Karma Yoga. It focuses on action. That is key principle, performing duties without attachment to the results. Jnana Yoga, that is focusing intellect, and key principle, using self-inquiry and study to realize the truth. Then Raja Yoga, it focuses on meditation, mastering the mind through the eightfold steps, that is Ashtanga Yoga. Let us see Bhakti Yoga first. Bhakti Yoga, the path of devotion, constant remembrance and total surrender to the divine is the definition of Bhakti Yoga. Swami Vivekananda says, Bhakti is a sacred path born in the heart of every loving human being. Again, he classifies the Bhakti Yoga into two. One, Apara Bhakti and Para Bhakti. What is Apara Bhakti? Lower forms like rituals and temple worship for the mind purification is called Apara Bhakti, and Para Bhakti, higher form of seeing God everywhere leading to liberation. Navavida Bhakti, that is the 9 paths of devotion. What are they? We'll see now. Shravanam, that means listening to the stories of divine. Then Kirtanam, singing, praising and chanting the names of divine. Smaranam, constant remembrance or meditation on the divine. Pada Sevanam, that means serving the lotus feet. Archanam, ritualistic worship or offering flowers and prayers. Vandanam, offering humble salutation to the divine. Dasyam, serving the divine with the attitude of a loyal servant. Then Sakhyam, developing a bond of friendship and intimacy with the divine. Atma Nivedhanam, complete self-surrender, offering one's entire self to the divine. These are the Navavida Bhaktis. Karma Yoga, the path of action. Definition, performing duties meticulously based on scriptures without expecting rewards. Types of duties. One is Nitya Karmas, another one is Naimittika Karma. Nitya Karma is daily duties like worship and regular routine of life. Then Naimittika Karma is occasional duties for festivals, eclipse, etc. The outcome of Karma Yoga is to purify the mind and lead to deeper meditation. Let us go for the Jnana Yoga, the path of knowledge. Jnana Yoga follows the purification achieved through Karma Yoga. The soul realizes its true state, its relationship with God, and the equality of all souls in Jnana Yoga. Then Kaivalya, the state where the restless mind is stabilized, leading to isolation or singularity. This is what is Jnana Yoga. Now, Raja Yoga, the royal path, the king of all yogas. So it is called as Raja Yoga, which rules the mind and leads to superconscious state, that is Samadhi. Ashtanga Yoga is involved in Raja Yoga. Ashtanga Yoga is based on Patanjali's eight-limbed system of yoga. The benefits of Raja Yogas are as follows: mental, physical, and spiritual prosperity. Mental health like peace, clarity, and stable state of mind reduces anxiety. Then physical, harmonized nervous system and lower blood pressure. Spiritually, attainment of inner peace and liberation from worldly worries, which are the benefits of Raja Yoga. Then some more benefits: peace of mind and clarity, that is achieving a calm and clear mental state. Increased concentration and focus, which enhancing the ability to focus on a single point and improving overall attention span. If you consider the physical health, improving bodily well-being, specifically through the regulation of breathing and heart rate. Now let's see Sankhya Yoga Marga. Sankhya is one of the six Indian philosophy darshanas. It is advocated by Kapila Muni. The etymology for Sankhya is complete knowledge. The key concept of Sankhya philosophy is Adi Prakriti, that is primal nature, a state where the three gunas, the qualities, are in perfect equilibrium. Now, introduction to Sankhya philosophy. The foundation of primal naturalism, the definition of Prakriti, that is everything visible to us is Prakriti, composed of three qualities, that is gunas. One is sattva, goodness, rajas, activity, and tamas, inertia. Mula Prakriti, the primordial state where the three gunas are in perfect equilibrium, resulting in no movement or time. Creation and dissolution. When this equilibrium is disturbed, the gunas clash, leading to the formation of the universe and all living beings. Historical root: the philosophy emerged from ancient tribal practices of land and nature worship, Later, it is developed by the sage Kapila Muni. The three gunas of Sankhya, we'll see now. The nature, Prakriti, is composed of three fundamental qualities or forces. They are Sattva Guna, Rajoguna, and Tamoguna. Sattva Guna includes peace, purity, and harmony. Rajoguna includes action, energy, and speed. Tamoguna includes inertia, dullness, and darkness. The creation of the universe, how it would have happened, it described the universe manifests when the equilibrium or balance between these three qualities is disturbed. Now, on the whole, we'll consolidate and see the nature, state of mind, and symbolism of these three gunas. First one, sattva. The nature is equilibrium. The state of mind, clarity and light. Symbolism, white or day. Then, rajas. The nature is activity. Then, the state of mind, turbulence and desire. Symbolism, red or light. Tamas, the nature is resistance, state of mind, heavy and ignorant. Symbolism, black or night. There are 25 tattvas described by Sankhya philosophy. We'll see to it what are they. Number 1, Prakriti, that is primordial matter. Then Mahat, Buddhi, number 2. Number 3, Ahamkara, that is ego. Then 5 Tanmatras, that is subtle element, that is touch, sound, light, taste and smell. Next, 5 Mahabhutas, the gross elements, space, air, fire, water and earth. Then 5 Jnanendriyas, the organs of perception. They are skin, ear, eye, tongue and nose. Finally, 5 Karmendriyas, the organs of action. They are mouth, hands, feet, organs of excretion, organs of procreation. Then Manas. Lastly, Purusha, that is soul. Manas is mind, Purusha is soul. Totally, 25 tattvas are described in Sankhya philosophy. Sankhya says human sufferings and liberations. The path of dukkha nivarti, that is cessation of suffering. The 3 types of sufferings are Hadhyatmika, that is inner suffering caused by oneself, either mental confusion or diseases. Then Adi Bhautika, number 2, that is outer suffering caused by other living being or social system. Finally, Adi Devikam, that is natural suffering caused by the force beyond the human control like earthquake, flood, etc. Knowledge is the solution. That is, how to overcome these sufferings. Sankhya says liberation is achieved by understanding the cause and effect relationship of these miseries to avoid fear and anxiety and to get rid of these problems. Next, we'll see to Introduction to Patanjali Yoga. This is Patanjali Yoga, the practical application of philosophy, the relationship to Sankhya. Sankhya provides the theoretical foundation while Yoga provides the practical method for implementation. So, definition of Patanjali Yoga as Chitta Vriddhi Nirodha. Patanjali defines yoga as Siddha, Vriddhi, Nirodha, where Siddha, mind, Vriddhi, fluctuation or expansion, and Nirodha, to control. That is, the restraint of the modification of the mind is Chitta, Vriddhi, Nirodha. Then, Patanjali Yoga Sutra. Patanjali's Yoga Sutra consists of 196 aphorisms, that is classified into 4 subdivisions. They are Samadhi Pada, Sadhana Pada, Vibhuti Pada, and Kaivalya Pada. The 8 limbs of Patanjali Yoga, we'll see to it: Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, and Samadhi. Yama is ethical restraint or moral codes, that is non-violence, truthfulness, non-stealing, right use of energy, non-possessiveness, that is social moral values. Then Niyama, personal observance or disciplines, that is purity, contentment, self-discipline, self-study, surrender to God. Third one, asana, that is asanas, physical postures, pranayama, regulation of the natural breath, then pratyahara, withdrawal of senses from external objects, dharana, concentration of the mind on the divine, dhyana, a continuous steady flow of remembrance or meditation. Eighth one, samadhi, a state of total absorption or spiritual well-being. First 4 stages of Atanga Yoga, that is Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, are externally influenced. Then it is practices for external. Then Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana are internal. Then Samadhi is enlightenment or liberation. So we could come to know where we are in yoga. Patanjali Yoga Sutra, which is advocated by Patanjali Muni. The Patanjali Yoga Sutra consists of 196 sutras. It has 4 padas. Number 1, Samadhi Pada. It is nothing but meditation philosophy, which consists of 51 sutras. Sadhana Pada, yogic practices involved in it. It consists of 55 sutras. Then Vibhuti Pada, siddhis out of these practices that could be obtained. It consists of 56 sutras. Kaivalya Pada, it is nothing but mokshas. It deals with moksha. 34 sutras are involved in this. Tantric tradition and philosophy. Moving from renunciation to integration is Tantric tradition and philosophy. The definition is Tantrism means continuum, viewing the soul as a continuation of body, mind existence rather than something to be realized by abandoning the world. Philosophy, it seeks to unite the lower philosophical life and higher spiritual reality without abandoning the worldly life into spiritual practice. Social impact emerged as a practical grassroots movement that rejected the pessimistic, elitist view of the worldly life. Kundalini and subtle energy, the serpent power and the mechanics of awakening, which involve then the subtle body is nothing but focuses on prana energy channel, that is nadis, and the 7 chakras. Kundalini Shakti, a dormant serpent power at the base of the spine, that is Muladhara Chakra, that when aroused flows through the spinal cord. Next, modern adaptations of these Kundalini Shakti is described in sky practices. Vedadri Maharishi's Sky Yoga offers a systematic way to activate Kundalini while integrating physical exercises like Kaya Kalpa and introspections, say Agatayu. Holistic goal, modern paths aim to eliminate social evils and elevate humanity through integrated tradition and scientific achievements. Now we'll see obstacles in yoga. Vyadi in Sanskrit, that is diseases. Then Sthana is mental laziness. Samasya, doubt. Pramada, carelessness. Alasya, physical laziness. Avitati is sensory indulgence. Bhranti Darshana, ignorance. Albata Bhumi Katva, non-attainment of a state. Then Anavashistavani, instability. We'll see some more specialized yoga paths. Hatha Yoga, Swara Yoga, Mantra Yoga, Laya Yoga and Yantra Yoga. Hatha Yoga, that is balances Ha means sun energy, Tha means moon energy to achieve physical flexibility and mental peace. Then Swara Yoga, the science of breath flow through the nostrils to regulate mood, energy and spiritual growth. Mantra Yoga describes, it uses sacred sounds in three ways, that is out of loud whisper or silent mode. That is Vaikhari, Upanshu and Manasika. Laya Yoga and Yantra Yoga focus on dissolving the mind into divine, while Yantra uses sacred geometrical tool and the body as a machine to attain knowledge. Hatha Yoga, meaning Ha, sun, represents the sun, that is heat, vital energy. Tha, moon, represents the moon, coolness and mind. Hatha Yoga is the practice of balancing these two opposing forces within the body. The purpose of Hatha Yoga is to purify the physical body and prepare it for the meditation and higher stage of yoga, that is Raja Yoga. The methods used here, key practices include asanas, that is physical postures, pranayama, breathing exercises, mudras, symbolic gestures, and kriyas, purification of techniques. Swara Yoga, the science of breath. The meaning swara refers to the flow of breath. This practice is based on the science of breathing through the nostril and its impact on the body and mind. That is nadis, these are energy channels. Ida nadi, that is breathing through the left nostril. Chandrakala, that is moon or coolness. Pingala, breathing through the right nostril. Sushmana nadi, breathe flow equally through both the nostrils. The benefits of this Swara Yoga, it is a scientific method that helps one choose the most auspicious time to perform a specific action by observing the flow of breath, leading to success and harmony. Mantra Yoga, derived from the phrase Manat Trayati Mantra, that is, which protects the mind through constant reflection and chanting, is called a mantra. The process involved in this is concentrating the mind through the repetitive chanting of specific sacred sounds or words. The benefit of mantra yoga is using sounds vibration to eliminate mental stress and achieve deep peace and divine consciousness. Let us move on. The power of this vibration. Mantra yoga is based on the science of cymatic, where specific frequencies create specific geometric pattern. In the same way, sound or in the form or the piece. That is, the vibration of mantra clears the nadis. Then the vibration eventually reveals the form of energy or deity it represents. It replaces the noise of wandering thoughts with the rhythmic harmonious vibration. Yoga and religion. We'll see it. Yoga is an art, as we know, which integrates the body, mind, and soul. Although it does not belong to any specific religion, various religions approach yoga in different ways. We will see to it in Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, Islam, and Christianity. First, we'll move on to Hinduism. The root of yoga are deeply embedded in Hinduism. We knew it. Detailed explanation of yoga concepts can be found in Vedas, Upanishad, Bhagavad Gitas, and epics, and so on. The goal of Hinduism and yoga is the union of Atma with the Paramatma, which unite Atma and Paramatma. Patanjali Yoga Sutra. This is considered the fundamental grammar and authoritative text of yoga. In Hinduism, the practices involved, that is, yogic practices involved in Hinduism are meditation, dhyana, mantras, and asanas, postures, play a vital role in this tradition. Next, Buddhism. In Buddhism, yoga is practiced in the form of meditation. Even Buddha attained enlightenment, nirvana, through deep meditation. The goal of Buddhism is to achieve peace of mind, heightened awareness, and nirvana, that is liberation from all sufferings. The practices, that is yogic practices involved in Buddhism are Vipassana, that is insight meditation, and breath awareness are the most vital component of yoga in Buddhism. In Jainism, yoga is closely associated with tapas and self-control. Then, the primary goal of Jainism is to purify the soul by liberating it from the bond of karmic particles, that is, karma vipaka. The practices, that is, yogic practices involved in Jainism are ahimsa and rigorous meditation practices. Islam and yoga. In the Islamic faith, yoga is viewed as a form of physical exercises and a means to achieve mental concentration. Many studies suggest that the postures performed during Salah, that is the Islamic prayer, for example, sajda, provide physical benefits equivalent to yogasanas. The primary goal of Islam is aligning and focusing the mind to meditate upon the divine. In Sufism, practices such as dhikr, that is, it is compared to meditation. Christianity and yoga. In Christianity, yoga is used as a tool for communion or conservation with God, that is prayer. The primary goal of Christianity is to meditate on the Word of God in a peaceful environment. The yogic practices involved here is asanas and for the physical health, and mental focus remains centered on the teaching of Jesus Christ. We will consolidate the goal and key practices involved in religion. The yogic practices involved in Hinduism, asanas, mantras, and pranayama, which has the goal union with the divine. In Buddhism, the goal is mental awareness and mindfulness. The yogic practices involved here are vipassana and Zen meditation along with breathing exercises. In Jainism, penance, self-control and non-violence yogic practices are involved, which has the goal of purification of the soul. In Islam, the goal is remembrance of God. The yogic practices involved here are prayer postures and submission. Christianity, which has the goal peaceful divine communion, and the yogic practice involved in Christianity is prayer with contemplative meditation. Let us verify our learning so far what we learnt. Question number 1. Which school of yoga is specifically associated with tantric tradition and focuses on balancing physical energies and sound vibrations? The options are A. Raja Yoga, B. Karma Yoga, C. Hatha Yoga and Mantra Yoga, D. Jnana Yoga. We'll verify our answer. Yes, number C, Hatha Yoga and Mantra Yoga. Question number 2. Which specific yoga tradition includes Hatha Yoga, Swara Yoga and Mantra Yoga? The options are Samkhya Yoga tradition, Tantric tradition, Vedanta tradition, Patanjali tradition. We will verify our answer. B is our answer, Tantric tradition. The summary of the concept that what we discussed are Vedantic yoga is holistic. It teaches that whether through the analysis of the self, the cultivation of love, the performance of duty without attachment, or the scientific mastery of the mind, the ultimate goal is realized of the oneness of existence, that is Jnana, Bhakti, Karma, Raja Yoga. Next, Patanjali's yoga is a systematic psychological approach to end suffering. By following the eightfold path from ethical restraint, yama, to deep absorption, samadhi, the practitioner learns to quiet the fluctuations of mind to realize their true eternal nature. Unlike ascetic tradition that may shun the body, the tantric tradition view the body as a temple. Hatha balances the sun and moon energies, Swara align us with the cosmic rhythm, and mantra uses sacred sound to transcend the mundane mind. Yoga is a universal technology of the spirit, while its vocabulary is rooted in Indian traditions. Its core practices silence, ethical living, and breath awareness are mirrored in the mystical branches of all major world religions, proving that the quest for the inner peace is a shared human endeavor. The reference books Grantha Samhita, BKS Iyengar's Light on Yoga, Mahesh Yogi's The Science of Being and Art of Living, National Council of Education Research and Training, Yoga Education for Children and in Schools, NCRT publication book. Then S. Radhakrishnan, The Principles Upanishads by Oxford University Press. Thank you. Be blessed. Have a good learning.